Hey VCers, Cindy here. Just here to drop a quick video on you. I received some recent VCLT that I just want to give shout outs and thank you to. And then yesterday, it's kind of getting cold here in Maine. It's fall. It's feeling kind of blue, kind of sad. So what can cheer you up more than visiting your local record store and picking up some new records? So actually, I'm going to show some recent pickups just purchased less than 24 hours ago at my local used record store. So when I go record shopping, I bring my own tote. And so my tote bag today is Taters over haters. So this would be Mama Bear's What's in My Tater Tote. So I haven't spun any of these yet. I haven't cleaned them yet. When I got them in the record store though, looking in there, the vinyl looked really clean. Some of the covers are kind of VG, not as nice as I would like, but I've never really seen them out in the wild, so I went ahead and picked them up. So the first one I picked up is a Eddie Money Greatest Hits album, and I'm not sure, this says 89, so this came out in 89. We actually have this on CD. I think my husband has Eddie Money's, autograph on it from when he had saw him in a show in Reno. Great hits on here: Baby Hold On, Two Tickets to Paradise, Walk on Water, Shaken. All the big hits are on here. I really enjoy Eddie Money, but I bought my husband a turntable trying to get him to cross over to the dark side. And so he has a turntable down in his man cave, and I gave him all my Eddie Money records. So when I saw this in the record store, I was like, yes, I'm picking that up. Of course, he saw it last night and said, ooh, that looks nice. Can I have that? And I haven't decided if I'm going to give it to him or not. I'm feeling kind of selfish. I kind of want to keep it for myself. So next in my Tater tote is I found Lita Ford, Dancing on the Edge. And so the cover has some ring wear. There's kind of some writing on the back. But I never see Lita Ford out in the wild, and I do love her. Look at her. She is looking so fierce on this cover. And I love the song Dancing on the Edge. Hit and Run's another one. Fire in My Heart. So some great songs on here. So I was excited to find this. What will she pull out next? So I am a big girl group junkie. And I do have another Cheryl's Greatest Hits, but this one was put out in the 60s, and it was in really great condition on Scepter Records, and it has Soldier Boy on there, Mama Said, Baby It's You, Welcome Home Baby. So some really great songs on here. Cheryl's, I love this. So I was very excited to pick this up for relatively inexpensive. So the Cheryl's. I also stumbled upon this Fuzz Box, and it's came out in probably late 80s, 89 or so. Big Bang. This group only had like 2 albums. It's an all-girl group, and I'm a junkie for all-girl groups. I had never heard this before, but I saw it. I knew of them, but haven't really listened to them before. So I'm excited to give this a spin. This album I think is kind of more of a synth pop, but their first album would be kind of more punk. So I'm interested to to listen to this. It was inexpensive. I think $3.99 is what I paid for it. And if you're into gold stamp promos, it's a gold stamp promo. So very cool. And lastly, I didn't just find one Lita album, I found two. So this is the big album that has, of course, Kiss Me Deadly and her duet with Ozzy, Close My Eyes Forever. And Lita looking hot and fierce. So happy to find this. The vinyl looks in near mint condition. Like I said, I haven't spun it yet. The cover has a little ring wire, but I honestly never see Lita in the wild, so I was happy to pick that up. So those are my latest pickups, and you know, just cheered up my day, made me feel a little better. So next, I have received some VCLT recently, and I just want to say that when I started making videos back in January, I never could have, you know, never really thought that it would develop into what it has. I feel like I've made some really great connections and great friends, and it's just been such a positive experience. I mean, I know there's a little negativity around sometimes, but it's just nice to discover new music that, you know, I had never heard about, and just seeing the joy and the excitement of other people that are, you know, share a similar interest in record collecting and just have that passion for music. And so this has just really been a great experience. So both of these VCLT packages were unexpected. I, you know, just kind of showed up on my doorstep. And the first one is from the beautiful, oh so sweet Miss Melinda Murphy. And I'm sure if you're watching this, you're already subscribed to her channel. She has an awesome channel. I've heard people comment that her channel is so popular because she is such a pretty lady. And I think it's much more than that. I don't watch her channel because she's a pretty lady. I watch her channel because she has an awesome record collection and she listens to her collection. She knows about the albums that she's buying, and she really, you know, her records are getting played, and I just love to see the passion. And I really love her personal stories where she's, you know, connecting albums to memories, and you know, that's such a powerful thing that music does. So I was so excited when this came in the mail a few weeks ago, and Melinda sent me the Forrest Gump soundtrack. I was so excited to get this. This is one of my family's favorite movies. You know, a family of 5, not everybody agrees on the same movie. But when this came out, both my husband and I and our children, which are now adults, we all really love the movie. The soundtrack is just amazing. So many great hits on here. And when this first got issued, I thought about like, oh, I'd like to get that. And then it's like, I kind of hoed and hummed, and I ended up getting other records, and I missed out on it. And then I know they've reissued it again on some different variants, colored vinyl. And but I'm so thankful that Melinda, she sent this to me. It's just perfect. Definitely is going to get enjoyed and has found the right home. So thank you, Melinda. I really appreciate that. And the second package I received in the mail yesterday on my doorstep. And actually, I've already unboxed it. I made a video last night unboxing the vinyl, and when I went back to watch the video, there were weird things going on. The screen would like kind of got fuzzy, and it was like Ghost in the Machine type stuff going on. And so I couldn't use the video, but I wanted to go ahead and I'll share with you what I received. So I wasn't expecting this at all. I hadn't talked to this person or gave them my address. But a little birdie that I'm friends with in the VC tweeted Mr. Winebender my address, and lo and behold, I received this wonderful package on my doorstep, and I was so excited with what he sent me. And so Eclectic Eric, you definitely hit the nail on the head. And so I'm going to show you what he sent me. Okay, so first off, I was so excited when I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And so I had commented on a video that he had posted, and he had featured this album or another one by them on there. And I had said, you know, I definitely need some of these ladies in my life. And he stumbled across it in a record store, and he sent it to me. And that is the Mary Jane Girls, Only for You. And this one has In Your House. Look at those women. Oh my gosh, they are so fierce, and damn, they sing so well. Love the harmonies. And I'm so excited about this. So excited. I've never seen this out in the wild. And so thank you, Eric. This is like still in the shrink. I haven't spun it yet, but I am so excited to be doing that. So definitely will be doing that this weekend. Eric also sent me Culture Club Color by Numbers. I am like so familiar with this album. This album is awesome. It is pure 80s. So many good songs on here. Church of the Poison Mind, Karma Chameleon, It's a Miracle, Miss Me Blind. Just so many great hits. I do have this album that I bought a few months ago it was a Music on Vinyl reissue. And it's really awesome, but I'm very excited to have this too. It is, Melinda Murphy did like this video where she compared different pressings. And so I'm excited to do that with this. This looks like, you know, it came out in 83. So it's, you know, one of the, you know, first pressings of it. It's not necessarily the first pressing, but within that year. And so I'm curious to compare it against the MOV version. So very excited. Such a good album. And the next one I am not really familiar with. The only song I really know is Young Girl and Lady Willpower, and that would be Gary Puckett and the Union Gap's Greatest Hits. And so I am interested to give this a spin. So Young Girl is a good song, but it kind of creeps me out because of the lyrics. But anyway, I know he's really popular. I've seen this a few times in the VC and different people's videos. So I'm really curious to give this a spin and listen to some of his other hits. So excited about that. Thank you, Eclectic Eric. And the final one, I had no idea who this was. No idea. And this is Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose. And so I made the video last night and it didn't turn out but I looked these guys up on Discogs, and I actually have heard a few of their songs, and I'm like really excited because this is definitely kind of my jam. They're a mixture of funk and soul. Some great songs on here. I had actually heard Too Late to Turn Back Now and Treat Her Like a Lady. That is a great song. So I'm very excited. This is something I would not have picked up in the record store. I wouldn't have associated those songs with I had no idea who sang them. And so I'm excited to discover the other music on this album. So thank you so much, Eric. You definitely hit it out of the park. Definitely pegged me. So I'm very excited to listen to those. If I'm sure, again, if you're watching my channel, you probably already subscribed to Eric. He puts out some really great funny videos. If you've not checked out his channel, definitely do. His videos are a little long, but they're always entertaining, and you always see a variety of different music, which is always fun to see. I feel like I kind of have a mix of musical taste. I'm not necessarily in one lane, and so I always enjoy seeing other people sharing their collections, and it's just a fun time. So that is it for me. Thank you for tuning in. And again, big shout out again to Melinda and Eric. Please, give their channels a watch if you have not yet. And just thank you for watching. I will see you all on the flip side.